Welcome back in the YouTube lecture series on sugar industry. In the earlier lecture, we have seen the concept of extraction of the juice. Today, we are to deal with the next operation, that is clarification of juice. What is clarification? Clarification is the process to remove soluble and insoluble impurities and non-sugary components in the juice to improve the purity of the juice and reduce its viscosity and color values. Okay? So, this is clarification. This is critical for providing high quality concentrated sugar syrup crystals to the boiling stage. Therefore, the clarification stage is key process in cane sugar production. Okay. So, clarification is the process where insoluble and soluble impurities are removed to get a clear, colorless, purified form of syrup, which is further processed in the stage of concentration. In the stage of clarification, there are two units used. These are, one is called as juice heater, other is called as clarifier. There are two principal designs of tubular juice heaters, the horizontal and the vertical. Both are used in sugar industry. The vertical juice heaters are preferred because they occupy less floor space and subject to less formation of scales and provide better facilities for cleaning. In several texts, the horizontal design is given. The juice heater consists of an assembly of brass tubes. The juice circulates through the tubes and the vapors flow outside them. Suitable headers force the juice to pass a certain number of times from bottom to top and from top to bottom of the heater or horizontally, depending on the design, by restricting the juice each time to flow to a few of the tubes. Okay. So, this is the small figure which shows the general design. We will see the same in the next slide. So, this is the juice heater. The design is schematically given in textbooks. So, juice heater has horizontal tubes. This is horizontal design. The structure shows horizontal brass tubes and this is a frame like structure, it is a cabinet. Okay. So, in this particular design, you will find that there is a juice inlet, there is a juice inlet and there is a juice outlet. At the same time, there is a steam inlet and there is a condensate outlet. Okay. So, two sets of openings are there, juice inlet, juice outlet, steam inlet, steam outlet. Okay. The directions of the flow of juice and steam are counter current. Now, when the juice is admitted in the juice heater, it passes through this tube and goes on circulating. You will find that there is arrangement properly managed so as to circulate the juice counter currently. The juice is inside the tube and steam is outside the tube. So, this is the schematic figure. Remember, this is schematic figure of horizontal juice heater. This is the horizontal juice heater, this is vertical juice heater. We are not interested in engineering details of the unit. Just to remember that juice heaters are the heat exchangers where steam is used for heating the juice. Okay. What is the purpose of heating? The purpose of heating is to facilitate clarification. The operation of clarification begins with raw juice. We start with raw juice. In every stage, there is a particular protocol. In case of extraction, we start with sugarcane chips, we get raw juice. In case of clarification, we start with raw juice, which is acidic in nature, greenish in color, opaque and containing several soluble and insoluble impurities. In the stage of clarification, we are to remove these impurities, soluble impurities as well as insoluble impurities. Insoluble impurities are removed by filtration. Okay. In the stage of extraction, there is perforated pan and other system is there. After extraction, there is a general filtration where the insoluble impurities are removed. Here in this stage of clarification, again if some insoluble impurities are there, then these are removed. Then the next part is to remove the soluble impurities by converting them into insoluble form. Okay. So, this is carried out by several methods. The Indian industry utilizes two major or prominent protocols. One is called as sulfitation defecation. Sulfitation defecation. The juice is, in this case the juice is excessively limed, that is 1.2 kg per ton of juice, and is heated to 333 Kelvin and sulfur dioxide is bubbled through the limed juice till the pH is brought to 7. Okay. Sulfitation is the process in which sulfur dioxide is used for the process of clarification. Remember that sulfitation utilizes sulfur dioxide. The limed juice is treated with sulfur dioxide, obviously we get calcium sulphate. Along with the precipitate of calcium sulphate, other impurities are again brought in the precipitate and then coagulated. Okay. The sulfur again helps in the process of bleaching. Then there is a second method called as carbonation. Carbonation is a chemical reaction in which calcium oxide reacts with carbon dioxide and forms insoluble calcium carbonate. The process of using carbon dioxide in this stage of clarification is called as carbonation. The process of forming carbonate is sometimes also called as carbonation. Okay. So, in this carbonation defecation, the juice is heated to 328 Kelvin and then excessively limed 8 to 12 kg per ton of the juice, and then heated to 333 and CO2 is bubbled through the limed juice. Okay. This precipitates out calcium carbonate. If required, the process is repeated. Double carbonation it is called as. So, in some cases sulfitation carbonation is used, in some cases carbonation is repeated. It is the most economic one. So, in these two, just to remember that sulfitation is the process in which sulfur dioxide is bubbled through the limed juice. Carbonation is the process in which carbon dioxide is bubbled through the limed juice. So, in case of sulfitation we get calcium sulphate along with the other impurities. In case of carbonation we get calcium carbonate precipitate along with the other impurities. Okay. Heating helps in rapid coagulation of proteins and other impurities and accelerates the settling process. After heating, the limed juice, that is sulfitation or carbonation is carried out and the hot juice is allowed to settle to for the separation process. The heated juice is allowed to settle in the next stage in settling tanks. These are the settling tanks, these are known as clarifiers. The settling tank is a general container, okay, but it has a particular design. Okay. At the center it has a tube system for removing the juice. Actually, after settling in the clarifier, the hot limed treated with SO2 or treated with CO2, the heated juice gets settled now. Okay. The juice now settles in 3 layers. We find 3 layers. There is a top layer, floating layer of lightweight material, then there is a middle layer and there is the heavy precipitated form at the base. So, what are these 3 layers? The container is called as clarifier, we have seen. The top layer is called as scum. Remember the names. The top layer is called as scum, which is of floating impurities. Scum is of floating impurities. The bottom layer is of mud, that is precipitated form, mud and insoluble matter, that is the bottom layer, and clear juice is present in between these 2 layers. So, the top layer is removed. There is a separate arrangement for draining out the clear juice which is present at the middle. So, it is taken away, top layer is removed and the bottom mud layer is further processed on continuous rotary drum filter. So, in clarifier these 3 layers are there, scum at the top, clear juice in the middle, mud at the bottom. Okay. Then the muddy portion is processed on rotary drum vacuum filter, where you can remove the impurities in the form of cake. During the clarification process, phosphate content of the juice is maintained around 3 into 10⁻⁵ kilograms per 100 cm cube of the juice. At this stage, the process of clarification is very effective. If it is lower, then enough phosphoric acid or superphosphate is added for the same. This helps clarification. Okay. Then this is the cross section of rotary drum vacuum filter. So, the material to be processed is taken in this trough, and the filter is brought in the motion, brought in activity. So, the rotation and suction removes the impurities and cake is separated. So, in short, we start from raw juice in the stage of clarification, we process and we get the end product as clear juice. What is the byproduct? The byproduct is cake, and what is the next operation? It will be concentration. So, earlier operation was extraction, this operation is actually clarification. Clarification converts raw juice into clear juice, cake is the byproduct, and this clear juice is further processed in the stage of clarification. So, this is the overall flow diagram we will see in next few lectures. So, for the timing, let us stop here. Thank you.